Hey, so this video is a historical TV and films recommendation video. I've done a couple of these on my channel before, which I'll be linking up the top there, so you can go check those out if you want to. I've also done a documentaries one as well, and I'm going to plan on doing some more of those in the future. But for now, I've got 5 more TV and films to recommend you, so let's get straight into it. So first up, I'm going to recommend you a film. This is a children's film. It's called Carrie's War. This was from 2003 and it's about a girl called Carrie, here she is, and her brother Nick, who get evacuated to the country. They get evacuated to Wales to stay with a strict Mr. Evans and his sister, who's known as Auntie Lou. And it's about their time, it's about them being evacuees, it's about life for children in the 1940s. This has a fantastic cast. It has Pauline Quirk from Birds of a Feather. It has the late and great Geraldine McEwen in it, and it's just lovely. It's about children growing up, it's about them being evacuees, it's about life in the 1940s, but also it has a bit of a mystery to it, just to help children with that little bit of extra interest, if you will. But this is a great film for both adults and children alike. Next is a TV series, and it's a comedy series. It's Blackadder. Blackadder is one of my favourite comedies. I love it. It stars Rowan Atkinson, Stephen Fry, Hugh Laurie. There's so many great names in this. And it kind of takes the mick out of different eras in history, as we have Rowan Atkinson playing Blackadder in all different eras of history. So we've got the Middle Ages, we've got the Elizabethan, we've got the Prince Regent, and we have life in the trenches during World War I. We also have a couple of specials in here, including one for the millennium, but we also have a Christmas special which was done on Christmas Carol, which is really funny. It just kind of takes the mick a bit out of history. Like one of my favourite things about this is Miranda Richardson, who plays Elizabeth I. She plays her really like childish, and that's quite funny because sometimes Elizabeth I could go into a bit of a tantrum and she could have a bit of a strop, which is a bit childlike, isn't it? You know, she throws her toys out the pram, but they've taken it into this comedy element. It's really funny, but at times it can be really serious and really harrowing. In the last episode of the last series, they go over the top, and I cry every time I watch that. It's just heartbreaking. You have to watch it. It's just brilliant. So if you like British comedy and you like history, this combines the two. Next, back to another film, I have Kirsten Dunst in Marie Antoinette. This film I kind of put off for ages. I was thinking, I don't think this would be my thing, but I watched it and I actually really enjoyed it. So this film, it has some boobies. The music is a bit odd. It's like some 80s poppy punk stuff. The accents are all over the place. There's British, French, American, you name it, it's in there. But what this film does really well is they all kind of work together, and it shows what Marie Antoinette's life was like when she first came to France, how young she was, how difficult it was for her in her marriage in the early years, how difficult it was for her just to get on at court, and it's shown really well in this film, so I recommend this one too. Can I ever do one of these recommendation videos without mentioning the Tudors? I don't think so. And here's my recommendation. This is The Sixth Wife of Henry VIII. This stars Keith Mitchell as Henry VIII, and this won some BAFTAs and some awards, and it is fantastic. Now this is an older version, it's an older TV series. It's from 1970, but let me tell you, it's just brilliant. He is a fantastic Henry VIII. I mean, even just looking at the cover, I'm sure you'll agree with me that he looks like a Henry, and he certainly is. It's really good. Sometimes the older ones are just the better ones, and this goes to show. And finally, last but certainly not least, going back to full circle to the Second World War, we have Home Fires, Series 1 and Series 2. This is from ITV. There are 2 series, and then ITV just didn't redo it. They didn't recommission it. I don't know why they cancelled it, but it was so good. And Series 2 was left on a cliffhanger, and it was so annoying, but it's brilliant. This is actually based on a book. Let me know if you'd like me to do a book to film or book to TV series discussion about this. But Home Fires is set in a little village, and it's about village life during the Second World War. We start right at the beginning of the Second World War, so men are either wanting to go and volunteering, or they're slowly being called up. It's about marriage, birth, death, everything that you expect, and as well as that you have the WI element to it as well. There's some domestic violence placed in there, and it's just fantastic. It's about the men and predominantly the women that have been left behind to kind of deal with everyday life. It's absolutely fantastic. There's a fantastic cast and it's just lovely. I love Home Fires. So there we go, those are my reviews. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you'd like some more, and also if you have any recommendations for me, leave them in the comment section. So that's it for today's video. Take care, and I shall see you soon for the next one. Bye!